Have you ever thought that our childhood memories could cause scars in our lives and later on impact our growing years? Our childhood memories. These are the memories that we carry, and they have so much impact throughout the journey of our lives. Most of the time, we get to take them lightly. And you would hear someone saying this: let us not talk about it. It is only in the past. Let us lay it to rest. But if we could get to the core of them, we will find that the people we are today, our victories, our scars, and our pains is a reflection of what was instilled in us when we were young. They stay and stick with us, and they are aligned to where we come from. Our history, our roots, and our identity. I remember the year was 2000 when I started my primary school. And there was one particular girl that I met. From day one until my last day in that school, I have known that girl to be a controlling and manipulative person. She always had an upper hand in our class. And she always ensured that everyone backed her up in her negative schemes. Her aim, it was to see someone crying, suffering, or other people laughing at you. And she did that at any cost. One day, I remember, I became her victim. Growing up, I was unfortunate to be raised up by my aunt after my mom passed away in a village. And there was one point where life pressed us so hard, to such an extent that my aunt made this decision to sell a home-brewed beer just to sustain us and to keep us going. Because by then, life was just so difficult. And as you all know, news never stay in a village. They spread so fast like a wildfire. My family struggle became the talk of the village. One day as I got at school, in this one particular event that I loved so much, Dressed to Kill, instead of us going to school wearing our school uniform, we wore our own clothes. And it was the best time ever for any kid to show off their Christmas clothes. But for me, I knew that I will never have that moment. That girl, she came for me. O matla, Ra go bona. We see you. We see you. You think that you are looking good. We know. Even the money that you just gave in as a dress to kill fee, it is from her aunt who is selling a home brewed beer. What is it that you can boast about? In that moment, I was about to go outside our classroom to go and have fun with my fellow classmates. I got into a moment of isolation, and I sat in one table at the back of our classroom, and I looked through the windows. As other kids, they were playing and having fun. How I really missed that moment. Look at my shoes! They were bought to me by my uncle who works in a mine. Look at my dress. Do you like it? It was bought by my aunt. Tears started dripping. As I was there seated, wishing I could be outside and enjoying the moment that any child would desire to have. And from that day, the confidence and the girl in me started dying. Day by day, I could feel that the girl, her potential and her ability, it was fading. I was no longer comfortable enough to participate in any activity. And that's how lack of confidence and low self-esteem started in my life. I was only 7 years old. And this is a battle that I have been carrying with me throughout the journey of my life. I have never been myself. I have always been that girl who was always in a corner because of that girl's words. And it was until one day when I met this one particular organization called Toastmasters. That's when my life started to shift and to change. That's when the girl in me started coming forth and believing in herself that she can do it. I believe that at one point of your life, you have experienced something like this. And this is the moment for you to come forth and heal the world with your story. Our untold stories that carry so many scars, but they have just been there unsettled.